Hello, my ever lovable year 8 students. You are welcome to another edition of the review of second term topics. The topics we are going to review today are 1. Preparation of soluble salts and preparation of insoluble salts. To begin, what is a salt? A salt is an acid whose hydrogen has been replaced partially or wholly by metal. Now, what is a soluble salt? A soluble salt is a salt that can dissolve in water. We all know that water is a general solvent. An insoluble salt is the salt that will not dissolve in water. Let us go to preparation of soluble salt. Basically, two major ways are used in preparing soluble salt. 1. Neutralization reaction. 2. Displacement reaction. The one of interest to us in neutralization reaction, the one of interest to us in neutralization reaction is the addition of a base to an acid, usually solid base to an acid. Under neutralization, we could still have titration, but that is not our major focus now. The process used to prepare crystalline soluble salt is similar to the displacement reaction. Let us start now. What is the process? A base. What is a base? A base is an oxide, a hydroxide, or a carbonate or hydrogen carbonate of metal. For example, sodium oxide, calcium hydroxide, magnesium carbonate, sodium hydrogen carbonate, and so on and so forth. Now the steps are as follows. 1. We get small quantity of an acid in a beaker. We add excess base. For instance, let us use sodium hydroxide solid into the acid gradually, and we continue to stir until it stops dissolving. When it stops dissolving, the reaction is over. What are the indicators that the reaction is over? 1. The temperature that was increasing before will start dropping. Then it means the reaction is over. Then the base will stop dissolving. Then if the base is a carbonate like sodium carbonate or potassium carbonate, the bubble of carbon dioxide that will have been noticed will stop. Then after that, we know that the reaction is over. The next step is that we filter off the excess undissolved base, maybe sodium carbonate, sodium hydroxide, sodium hydrogen carbonate, sodium oxide, or whatever. We filter them off using filter paper and funnel as residue. Our soluble base solution will have passed through the filter paper in the beaker below. Then that solution will now be used to obtain our salt. Is either we get our crystalline salt or our powder salt. Normally, the question talks about getting crystalline salt. How do we do that? We heat that filtrate to half of its original volume. Assuming we have the total volume to be like this, we heat it to this half. Then after that, we allow it to cool. When it cools, then we filter. We filter and get our salt as the residue now. Then we can now wash it with distilled water so that any undissolved impurity will have been washed off, or any dissolved salt will have been washed off. Then after doing that, we get the filtrate in the filter paper. Then we can now dry in a warm oven or sunlight. That is how we get it. When it dries, it becomes crystalline like our sugar at home. But if we don't need crystalline salt, then we just evaporate our filtrate to dryness and it will form powdered salt. If we want to prepare soluble salt using displacement reaction, we only get to use moderately reactive metals. We call them maxic metals: magnesium, aluminum, zinc, iron and tin. We cannot use very reactive metals like potassium, sodium, because it will be explosive and to catch fire with acid. We cannot use unreactive metals like copper, zinc, tin, copper, silver, gold, because those ones will not even react with acid. So we have to use intermediately reactive metals. The similar way we use in the other neutralization method, we start adding our metal like zinc into the acid. It will start dissolving and bubble of hydrogen will be produced until it stops dissolving. Temperature will stop rising. Then what do? We filter off the undissolved zinc solid. We allow it to cool. Then the filtrate, we heat it to half of its original volume, just like in the other process. Then we now, after heat it to the half of the original volume, then what do? We filter it again and get our soluble salt as solid. We wash it with distilled water. Then we can now dry in between filter paper, or put that filter paper in a warm oven, not hot oven because it will burn it off, or we can dry it in the sunlight. And that is how to prepare soluble salt. Preparation of insoluble salt. Example of insoluble salts are carbonate, except carbonate of group 1 and ammonium carbonate. Then lead sulfate, calcium sulfate, barium sulfate, silver chloride and the rest. So those salts, how do we prepare them? The major way of preparing them is called precipitation reaction or double decomposition. We have two soluble salts, we react them together, salt not acid. Then it gives us one salt that is soluble, the other one that is insoluble. For instance, I want to prepare barium sulfate. I will go and get a soluble salt of barium, which is nitrate, barium nitrate. I will now react with something like sodium, maybe sodium chloride. The two of them are soluble. By the time I react them together, barium will go and react with barium, because barium sulfate is insoluble. If I react sodium sulfate with barium nitrate, sodium sulfate, barium nitrate, it will form barium sulfate plus sodium nitrate. When I filter the solution, my filtrate will be sodium nitrate, the barium sulfate is soluble, insoluble will be on top. And of course, I can wash it with distilled water. The residue is my insoluble salt. It is what I need. Insoluble salt don't pass through filter paper. Of course, that barium sulfate that has been produced can now be dried and it becomes my salt. That is how to prepare insoluble salt. So this topic has been now been reviewed. I think we can now go to read our notes, then write more word equations in the note and learn more about it. Thank you very much. I still remain Mr. Folabi Olalekan. Have a nice day at home. Bye.